Legend of Korra Season 4, Episode 4 we're doing today. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this so much. It has been a great season so far. I've actually rewatched all the episodes of the season so far. Between last episode and this episode, I was doing like a rewatch. I rewatched a lot of season 3 and I rewatched all of season 4 so far. So I'm caught up in my mind. I picked up on some things like earlier that they had set up and stuff. I saw like a lot of the setup that they were doing for Kuvira before, you know, in the previous season and such. So yeah, so I'm really excited for this now. Just ready to jump in, see what ends up happening. So remember, I'm a small channel, so please make sure to support the video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. I love reading the comments on these videos and they help me out a lot, so it's great because it makes me feel good. It helps you guys be able to communicate with me, and it helps, I think, in the algorithm, hopefully. So if you could support the video as best you can, that would be amazing. And my Patreon account is in the description below. That will have the full length reactions that you can sync up with your own footage, as well as early access, which means you can get the next like 5 episodes of Legend of Korra or something on my Patreon account right now. Go check it out. Anyway, let's jump into this. This is the Legend of Korra Season 4, Episode 4. The Calling. Okay.
Grandpa Aang and his friends were around our age when they traveled the world.
True.
Well, at least I won't have to worry about you starving out there.
Mom,
As long as Jinora's in charge.
We don't need your food.
Take the food.
But
Aww.
This one is smudged. I can't eat this.
Oh no.
We should be able to find her within a few days.
I hope so.
Look, and be careful.
Don't get in trouble,
Jinora's
you
in
guys.
I answer to no man.
I'm glad Jinora's in charge.
Even if she...
Pepper, yip yip.
Oh my god. Milo's gonna be a problem. I'd leave Milo behind. Ikki at least can listen to directions, I think. She'll just whine about them.
If you get through to Korra, tell her I said hi. Do you feel anything yet?
Ikki does make me laugh.
What's taking
Especially
so
on
long?
rewatches.
I can't.
Jinora's spirity powers are broken and she doesn't know where Korra is.
Oh my god,
powers
guys,
are not
stop it.
broken.
You can hold the picture of Korra I drew. Wow. I didn't know you could draw.
Whoa!
You don't know a lot of things.
What the hell?
Sister.
That looks great.
Roll.
What the hell? Looks more realistic than Korra's actual design.
We still have one of those? Haven't seen
Aw.
it, kid. Sorry.
That's a sad phrase.
Can I trust you? I guess so.
Who's this?
Have you seen her? I haven't, sorry.
Oh,
Secret mission, huh? Really? What kind of things?
this girl's got a cute design.
Cool. I'm Milo.
Cool.
What should I call you other than... I'm Tuyen. Nice to meet you.
Tuyen?
Looks like you gotta get back to your mission. Good luck, Milo.
Aw, you got a head pat.
Thanks a lot, Ikki. You drove away the love of my life.
Oh, Wall of Avatars. His Wall of Avatars.
It's Korra.
It's just a photo of Korra.
At least it's something.
It's the recent one though.
What? I didn't do anything. Exactly. You need to start pulling your weight. That goes for you too.
I mean,
so-called
kinda.
Leader. Remember when he used to be so nice and sweet?
I don't.
No?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's been a douchebag the entire time he's been on the series.
Tell me the story about how you taught Aang to earthbend.
What's there to tell?
Yeah, just watch the
I threw some rocks at
series.
The Avatar, he got all whiny, and Sokka fell in a hole.
Yep.
Thought there'd be
That
more
sums
to
it up.
than that.
It was hot. I was on a blimp, and I think a giant turtle showed up. Wow. Okay. You're terrible at listening to them.
Hey, where's all the food Mom gave us? I threw it in the river.
Oh
did
my
what?
god.
That food was supposed to last us 2 weeks.
This
Hey,
moron.
keep it down.
From now on, we hunt for our meals. Milo,
Alright, let's start with your lemur.
we don't hunt.
Understandable scream.
I'm so above it all because I'm meditating all the time.
Well, she has to. Don't blame Jinora. Milo, though, he deserves it.
Oh,
Aww.
sorry.
Oh my god. It's sweet that she's trying to give the little creature back its food.
You're trespassing.
Hold it right there.
Oh no. Oh god. I don't know what's she trespassing on.
All right, little airbender.
You're tying her
What
up.
you're doing in the Earth Empire.
No, I swear I'm
Oh,
not
Earth
fine.
Empire, so
I've
these
been
are
traveling with my
Kuvira
brother and
people.
sister.
It's Tenzin's kid, and she's looking for the Avatar. Do you know what that
She
is?
can take her arm
No,
out of
trying to
the
smack the
ropes.
I bet we get a big-time promotion.
Oh
Mean we
my
get out of
god.
this dump? Maybe we could sit everybody down and have a nice plate of
Then why am I
macaroons.
still tied up?
Where did
I found a whole sack of food down by the river. And
Oh,
with each delicious snack
our
comes a
food.
lovely handwritten note.
I don't want to see them. I'd rather hang out here with you guys. Hit me with one of those macaroons.
She gonna come up against some spirits or? Oh shit! Oh, that's not a fun memory to see. Oh shit! All the times you've lost. Oh shit! All the finales, basically. I wonder what it's gonna be with Kuvira. Imagining she's probably gonna be the final boss.
Yep, totally fine.
Are you eating poisonous berries?
Because we found some.
Oh. Oh my god, that's making me sick.
Oh, looks like you got.
I
some
got a bad gag
berries.
reflex.
So much for living off the land.
They're fine.
Jinora sounds a lot more
Too many of them
mature.
because they're so delicious.
Like her voice actress's
Did
voice
you
is getting
Iki
deeper.
While you thought we were doing this as a family.
Man.
It seems pretty lonely.
Maybe these three shouldn't have gone off on their own.
And then the whole empire will be united. And you know
Wait,
there's gonna be
Zhaofu?
a huge party afterwards.
Is the last
To be
city?
left out, huh? I know
Oh,
exactly
no.
what you're going through.
So, where have you looked for?
Traveling down the west coast.
I like how she can just take her arms
Guy
out.
said he saw her.
I know you're gonna find her. Now let's get you out of those rooms.
Well, she's not anywhere around the swamp. And we're not going to check the swamp, of course.
Hold on.
Oh,
Sorry,
leave
my
them
brother and
some
sister knocked
food.
you out. Nice
Aw.
chatting with you.
There you go. Tenzin raises some good daughters.
Yeah, I figured something like that might happen.
What? You wanted me to see those visions?
It can sense you're out of balance. It'll teach you what you need to learn.
Yeah, you have to
If
confront those
you're open to
fears.
listening.
Because they've made me and a lot of other people suffer.
Because you're
Sounds
scared.
like you're carrying around your former enemies. Could learn something from them.
Sounds like the swamp's messing with your mind too.
What did Amon want? Equality for all.
Yes?
Una
Oh,
Wak,
this is great.
He brought back the spirits.
He
And
did.
Zahir believed in freedom.
Yes.
And they took their ideologies too far.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Oh, they're actually acknowledging
That
all
doesn't
this.
explain why they keep hunting me.
Future enemies, if you're still fighting the old ones.
True.
Boy, you avatars sure need a lot of hand-holding. We're going to the Banyan Grove tree.
Oh, your spiritual power's gonna go off the charts here.
There is an enormous amount of spiritual activity here, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel Korra.
We just got here. Let's at least look around.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Iki, but let's go, Pepper.
Oh my god. Oh shit. The swamp's like, no, she's fucking here, bitch. Get down.
Next time I go on a mission, it's going to be boys only. Just Pokey and me.
Yeah, that'll go great.
And disconnected from yourself.
Oh shit. Oh hell yeah. This is sick. Oh, she feels that those three are here.
I can't believe it. I
Oh.
saw Jinora, Iki, and Milo. They're here.
Hopefully they're here to take you home.
Oh, it's sweet that she kind of had to call out to them through the tree. Oh, it's been so long. It would have been years since she's seen them. Oh.
We missed you so much, Korra. I never would have stormed off and found those soldiers if it weren't for Milo.
Oh,
I was trying
that's
to toughen up
stupid.
these ways. But I guess it was a team effort. I want
No,
to-
Milo shouldn't be here.
So,
Oh, I like this one.
I bet you do.
I'm ready.
I'm not bending it out of you,
You bend it out of yourself.
Do this on your own.
Oh, it's gonna feel so weird.
Clear your mind. And don't freak out like last time. Now.
It's okay, it's okay, fight through it! Fight through the trauma! Oh, I love this scene. Oh, wow, she's sweating it out? I thought it'd come out her mouth like last time. Oh, I wonder how much is in her total. Is it just that much? Okay, that makes sense. Oh! Avatar state unlocked!
Much lighter. Thank you.
That's
so
amazing.
Much for helping me. A hug now, if that's okay with
Oh!
All right.
Oh!
You earned it.
That's sweet, man. I'd like to give you a hug now, if that's okay. Amazing. Okay, we got the Avatar back. This is great. I'm excited. I'm very excited for what's to come now. This episode had some was up and down the scale for me overall. I think I mean, look, I'm always going to talk about the stuff that I like more than I talk about the stuff that I don't like. So let's start with something that I really loved. I loved the bit where they went over the villains' like ideologies from the past, because it was basically like they said in the show what I've been saying about like their approach to villains for the past few seasons, right? Like that, and I'm not claiming that it was something that only I came up with. It's a thing that I imagine the entire Korra fan base talks about. But the idea that these villains are basically people who had great points and were fighting for something righteous, but they were extremists. And so, like, I like that they, you know, that they approach that they like acknowledge that with Korra, and she can probably move forward with that. I hope what she can do with that, here's my hope, like having had that conversation, she can then approach Kuvira with that same acknowledgement of like, Kuvira might have points. She might know what she's talking about. She might be intelligent, because I think she does have points. She does know what she's talking about. I think she is intelligent. So approach it with that in mind, and then you can like know how to go against her, you know, like once you're more knowledgeable on the subject and you know exactly what she wants, you can either reach a middle ground with her, or you can stop her, but then, you know, make sure to fill the gap that she left. Because a big problem with the past and with like Zahir and stuff is like Zahir, we defeated Zahir, but in defeating him, there was this large hole that he had blown open that no one was around to fix. And that's why Kuvira came in. And that's how she started to mend it, you know? So the only thing that's gonna like stop these people from popping up, or maybe not stop them, but at least slow them down from popping up, is when Kuvira has made a Kuvira-sized hole in the world. After Korra stops Kuvira, if she can mend that up, that's gonna be the best steps towards creating balance, which is what the season's about, you know? So I really like the way they went over that. Now I think Milo as a character is my least favorite character in both shows, in both Avatar and Legend of Korra. He's had his moments, and I'm always like waiting and trying to give him a chance for him to show his moments and stuff. But it feels like a lot of his his character is the only remnants of this being a kid show to me, you know? Like I don't even think this is a kid show in the slightest, really. It feels like he's the last strand of Nickelodeon that's still upon this show. And like, so I bet, you know, if there were kids who were watching The Legend of Korra, they'd probably love Milo. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But yeah, I just don't like him. And it sucks because like I think like when I was watching the show initially, I was like, Jinora is great. Milo and Iki, I don't like too much. But Iki, I feel like, has shown growth. And I feel like she's also, I think most of her humor is pretty funny as well. And I like a lot of the ways that that her character has progressed. And in this episode, I really liked it, like, because she, like, we got to see, you know, she is, even though she's annoying about it and like kind of she is a bit bratty about it, she is trying to keep them together and to progress them towards Korra. And, like, you know, she was giving Jinora too much of a hard time, but remembering that they're sisters, like, family who are around you a lot, especially Tenzin's family, who I imagine, like, basically never left each other's side for pretty much their entire life. Like, when you're with someone for so long, you start to pick up on their little quirks and stuff so much more, and they start to irritate you, like, kind of no matter who it is. Over time, if you're around someone enough, those things start to stand out to you. I think it's why couples bicker a lot. You know, that's why that's a big thing, is because they pick up on each other's stuff, and they start to get a little irritated by it. So I can totally see Iki being frustrated by Jinora is such a powerful bender. She's such a spiritual person. She, like, the other kids might see it as, like, her being Tenzin's favorite in the same way that Tenzin was Aang's favorite, you know? And so, like, when Jinora sort of, I mean, she is in charge, but when she acts like, well, I'm the only one who has the answers, then I can see why Iki would find that frustrating, and why Milo would find that frustrating as well. But Milo has less of a leg to stand on, because Milo is just, like, trying to prove himself too much. He's trying to prove that he's a man, and what I fear about his character is that I don't see them writing it in a way of him getting humbled and like them and like the world and the other characters, like, basically forcing him to admit that he's wrong and he needs help from others, and that he's not as much of a man, quote unquote, as he shows himself to be. I feel like because he's played for jokes so much, the way his character goes, the only sort of redemption he'd have is him being really cool and saving the day, which I don't see as redemption, because that just, like, sort of strokes his ego. And the thing is, since these are, like, side characters, really, like, I mean, they were main characters in this episode, but I feel like now we're going to go into the Korra Kuvira stuff more, and Tenzin's kids are going to be pushed to the side. We're not going to get an arc for him. So because of that, I don't see any potential in his character, which is why I don't really like him too much. But with Iki, as I was saying, in this episode now, we saw her, like, trying to pull everyone together. She wasn't very good at it, but she tried to pull everyone together. She went out into the forest. She saw a little animal and, like, saw the animal dropped their like the animal's food, and it's like they need food. I don't know if the food is necessarily edible for them. It doesn't really matter for my point, but, like, she could have just been like, oh, cool, and grabbed that or whatever and looked at the fleeing animal. But instead she was like, oh no, this creature dropped his food, and, like, chased after the creature to try to give it back, made friends with the creature, was captured, made friends with the captors, could have escaped at any time with violence and didn't. They showed many times she could get her hands out of there, so she could have airbended. I bet if she wanted to, in that building, she probably could have taken them both. Like, there probably wasn't much earth in that building. I don't know if they're metal benders. I think there was probably metal around them, but probably could have taken them down or caught them off guard or escaped at the very least, and she didn't. She managed to get information out of both of them, follow the information, leave food for them, which is very sweet, because that's the sort of thing that Aang would have wanted to do. You know, like, I saw so many things in Iki this episode that I was like, man, she, like, we're starting to see her kindness come out, but a lot of the time in previous seasons she had been shown as like bratty and whiny, which I didn't mind as well because it was kind of funny to me. And like if the humor is good enough for a joke character, then I don't mind them as much being a joke character. Another reason I'm not a huge fan of Milo, because his humor doesn't hit as much for me. Not to say it never hits, I still laugh at some of his jokes. But yeah, so like I think Iki at least had some growth here. And then at the end when they were talking about, look, if it wasn't for Jinora, this wouldn't have happened. If it wasn't for Iki, this wouldn't have happened. And then it was like, and if it wasn't for Milo, I wouldn't have been pissed and stormed off into the... And like, no, you don't have to attribute that to Milo. Milo did the wrong thing. Milo did a bad thing, and I don't think he should have been rewarded for that, you know? I don't think they should have given him credit. I think they should have been like, and Milo wasted all of our fucking time. There was the bit where there was Tuyen, which is the girl that Milo came across and kind of had a crush on. I'm just like clicking play because I want to see if the voice actress of Tuyen was anyone special. Caitlin Carmichael. I don't think so. Greg Baldwin was in this episode. Wow. Caitlin Carmichael. Let's just see. I'm just seeing if she's anything. I'm immediately like looking at the movies and TV shows section. I don't recognize any of them, so probably not. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So there was that bit which like seemed like that was possibly giving Milo something to work with, but I don't know. It's just a boy with a crush, you know? Like nothing super special there. So Zaofu is the last city that Kuvira hasn't like I don't know the word that I'm trying to use, hasn't, I guess, just taken over, like that she doesn't have control over anymore, which is like the thing about it when we think about that is they're saying like Zaofu's the last one left over, but there aren't bandits in Zaofu probably, right? If Lin is there, not Lin, Sue, if Sue is there and like has got all the guards and all that sort of stuff, there probably are no bandits in Zaofu. So Zaofu is fine, but they're still clearly going after Zaofu because it's not under Kuvira's control. And that right there kind of makes it clear how far Kuvira is going, because there's no reason for her to go for Zaofu. If she was truly about like, let's make the Earth Kingdom right again and fix all the corruption within the Earth Kingdom, there isn't corruption within Zaofu anymore, probably. I say that, but Aiwei was in Zaofu. So I guess from an outside perspective, you could see why you would think there is. I guess I'm speaking from a meta lens there, but I still think she knows that because she was in Zaofu. She knows how protected it was. Kuvira does. And she, I think, is doing this out of spite. She wants to unite the Earth Kingdoms, which means bring them all under her reign. So yeah, like I guess she actually straight up gonna invade Zaofu in the coming episodes? Because that's not gonna be good. You know, that's gonna be a bit of a disaster. And she probably knows a lot of its secrets as well, because she was in it for most of her life, if not her entire life. It's crazy. Anyway, oh, and the scene of Korra metal bending the poison out of her at the end and like fighting through her trauma, I loved that. I loved that sequence. Like that sequence was awesome. Like all of the Korra stuff in this episode was top notch. Absolutely great, you know? So yeah, anyway, that was Korra Season 4, Episode 4. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to support the video if you can. I'm a small channel, so every little bit helps me out. Liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. I love reading your comments. Please make sure to let me know your opinions on stuff. Nicely if you could, you know, I'd prefer not to have people yelling at me in my comment section because I'm trying to do things the best I can. And my Patreon account is in the description below. It has full-length early access and exclusive videos, so go check that out as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.